Your phone buzzes at 2:47 in the morning. Not a normal buzz. 3 short pulses, then silence, the kind of pattern your phone has never made before in 6 years of owning it. You almost don't look. Almost. But something about the silence after makes you reach for it anyway. One notification, no sender name, just a subject line. Your wallet has 1 attempt remaining. You sit up in the dark, thumb hovering, and open it. It's an old exchange, one you used exactly once. Back when you were 23 and curious and had $40 you didn't mind losing. You bought a fraction of a coin nobody had heard of yet, forgot the password within a week, and forgot the account existed within a month. That was 9 years ago. The screen in front of you now shows a number that makes your stomach drop straight through the mattress. $10,247,382.16. Sitting there, real, untouched, growing quietly in the dark for almost a decade while you were busy living an entirely different life. Below the balance in small red text is the sentence that turns your whole body cold. You have made 9 incorrect password attempts. You have 1 attempt remaining. After this attempt, this wallet will be permanently and irreversibly locked. You don't remember making 9 attempts. Then it comes back to you, slow and sickening, a blurry memory from years ago, half drunk at 1 a.m., trying random combinations of old passwords out of stubborn curiosity before giving up and closing the laptop, never once imagining the numbers behind that login would ever be worth anything. This isn't rare, by the way. It isn't even close to rare. Right now, an estimated 20% of all Bitcoin in existence, worth well over $100 billion, sits permanently locked in wallets just like this one, behind passwords their owners will never remember again. You've read about this before. Some man with a hard drive and 2 guesses left for 7,000 coins. And you remember thinking, distantly, safely, that could never happen to me. It's happening to you. You have 60 seconds before the session times out and the interface asks you to confirm your final attempt. 60 seconds to somehow reach back 9 years into a version of yourself who barely resembles who you are now, and pull out 4 words you typed once, half paying attention, on a random Tuesday night that meant nothing to you at the time. Your hands are already shaking. You haven't even typed anything yet. The first 10 seconds go to panic. Actual physical panic, chest tight, breath short, staring at an empty password field like it might fill itself in if you just want it badly enough. It doesn't. It just sits there blinking, patient, indifferent, exactly the way it sat there for 9 years, waiting for you to remember. 50 seconds left. You force yourself to think instead of feel. What were you into back then? What phrases were you using for everything? You remember a phase, a short, embarrassing phase, where every password you made included the name of a street from your childhood neighborhood, the one with the crooked stop sign nobody ever fixed. You type it in, add a few numbers you think might match the pattern you always used. Incorrect. 40 seconds, your heartbeat is loud enough that you swear you can hear it over the silence of the room. You think about your old email, the one you used to sign up for the exchange in the first place, still logged in on an old laptop somewhere in a box you haven't opened since your last move. No time to find it. No time to dig through boxes while a 60-second clock somewhere on a server you don't control keeps ticking down towards 0. 30 seconds. You think about a phrase you used to say constantly back then, something you'd type as a joke into half the accounts you made that year, something about being rich one day, an inside joke with a version of yourself who genuinely believed it might come true and was also, somehow, completely right. You type a version of it. Add numbers. Add a symbol you think you might have used. Incorrect. 20 seconds, your vision is starting to narrow at the edges, tunnel vision. The kind you didn't know was a real physical thing until exactly in this moment. $10 million is currently one guess away from existing and one guess away from disappearing forever, and both outcomes are separated by nothing except whatever your brain decides to type in the next few seconds. You think about the fact that you can't even call anyone right now. Nobody in your life would understand what's happening fast enough to help. And even if they did, this isn't a group decision. It's a memory only you have access to, buried somewhere in a mind that has spent 9 years actively trying to forget the person who set this password in the first place. 15 seconds, you close your eyes for 1 second, which feels insane given the clock, but you do it anyway because panic hasn't worked and neither has logic, and the only thing left is instinct. An image surfaces. Not a memory exactly, a feeling. Late at night, laughing at something on your screen, typing something that felt clever at 1 a.m. and objectively idiotic in daylight. A word, just one word, attached to a joke you made about the coin itself, a nickname you gave it because the real name was too hard to spell when you were tired. 10 seconds. You type it. Add the numbers from that year. Add the symbol you always used back then out of habit more than security. 5 seconds. Your thumb hovers over enter, and for 1 full second, the 2 most expensive words in your life sit unsent in a text box. Still just a guess, still just a possibility, still both millionaire and nothing at the exact same time. You press enter. The screen goes white for half a second, the kind of half second that feels like it lasts an entire separate lifetime before resolving into a single line of text. Welcome back. You don't move, you don't breathe, you just stare at the number now sitting fully unlocked in front of you, a version of wealth that existed the entire time, quietly compounding in the dark while you built an entirely different life, completely unaware it was there. Here's the part that actually matters, the part that has nothing to do with luck. The version of you who typed that password 9 years ago wasn't trying to get rich. He was bored, a little reckless, curious enough to risk $40 on something he didn't understand, and careless enough to forget about it completely the second it stopped being interesting. Everything that just happened, the panic, the 60 seconds, the $10 million, all of it exists because one version of you took a small risk and then simply forgot to check on it for 9 years while it quietly grew on its own. You sit there in the dark, phone still in your shaking hands, and you think about every reason you've had over the years for not trying something new. Too risky, too complicated, not enough money to bother with. You think about how close this exact fortune came to vanishing forever over a memory you almost couldn't reach in time, and you wonder, for the first time in longer than you can remember, what else you might have quietly forgotten about. What else might still be sitting somewhere in the dark, waiting on you to simply remember it exists. The sun starts coming up outside your window, same city, same apartment, same life you fell asleep in 12 hours ago, except now you know something you didn't know yesterday. Somewhere in your own past, without meaning to, you already made the decision that changed everything. You just forgot to notice until the clock ran out and forced you to remember.